We are the dragon. We are the dragon.
Couple of guys, we're a couple of guys, we're a couple of guys. We don't realize, but we're a couple of guys.
Red Dragon Productions.
Yeah, yeah.
Red Dragon Productions.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Pierce,
And my name is Josh Boyer.
and in this informative and instructive video, we are going to tell you the right and the wrong ways to do certain activities in the chem lab.
Yes, from proper clothing to proper technique to making sure that all items are checked. This is called How to Be Safe in the Chem Lab.
What?
You can't put the 2 there. That was just the regular word 2, not number 2.
Well, I'm not allowed to do the number 2 to emphasize?
No, because it's just T-O, not T-W-O as in 2.
You know how much I like to emphasize.
But it doesn't matter. Okay, no!
Not only did you just see the best intro in chemistry safety video history, but they broke one of the main rules. And yeah, it was the conduct yourself in a responsible manner, and I kind of broke that rule, the no horseplay rule.
Yeah, I clearly saw in the Flynn safety contract that it said no horseplay, and that it said to conduct yourself in a responsible manner. I was quite shocked when I didn't see it say, punch your friend in the face giving him a black eye. You know, that's not in the contract, Ben.
I know, Josh. Moving on. There are right and wrong ways to pour chemicals. Unfortunately, there also is a wrong way. Okay, so that goes in there. Oh.
I got the chemicals, guys. Oops. Whoa, 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 hold the phone. We have a chemical spill.
Well, gee golly, Josh, you think? Whatever shall we do?
Well, the first thing to do, well, would be to do what the teacher does, or says.
What if the teacher is running around and screaming in circles in panic? Would we do that?
If they say so, I guess. But no, the first thing to do would be this. So we see this sad, desperate, and lonely student walking to the front of the room. Now, what the student should be doing is telling the teacher that there's a chemical spill. So I know what you're wondering. Why on earth does the chemistry teacher have a baby diaper thing in her room? Well, actually, to enlighten you, that's not a baby diaper. That's a spill pad. And spill pads work really well when absorbing chemical spills or any chemicals for that matter. Now, what the teacher pretty much said was, everybody get to the front of the classroom. Wow, what good listeners! That was quick! And after that whole thing has happened, your teacher will know exactly what to do with the spill pad and the chemicals.
Wow. Thank you ever so kindly for enlightening us on that whole subject.
Oh, you're so very welcome, Ben German.
Diapers? I never would have guessed.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
I mean, now I'm gonna have to, go to the store and buy some diapers to keep it on my bed in case some type of chemical spill.
You have chemicals in your room?
No. Moving on.
Well, you may or may not know this, but there are more than just that one way to handling chemicals, like the way we just saw.
Gee golly, Josh, whatever is that kid doing?
You see, Ben, what that is known in the chemistry lab is wafting.
Wafting, yes, that most certainly is the way you spell it. Now, can you get these words off the screen, please?
Yeah, sure. Wafting is when you hold the bottle up to your nose and about a couple inches away, and you take your hand and you gently push the chemicals towards your nose, inhaling the air at the same time, making sure not to get the chemicals inside your nose because it may burn.
Why don't you just, inhale the chemicals like you would sniff, something else, kind of like this? So, what's in this chemical right here? You know what's in here?
No, actually I don't. Smell. No, don't do it! Because it'll burn your brain!
Josh,
Yeah?
why is that kid back there cleaning out his beaker? Isn't the class ahead of us going to be using the exact same beaker with the exact same chemicals? Why wash it out?
You see, that's actually a rather important question to have asked.
I thought it was intelligent.
It is. You see, if you weren't going to clean out a beaker and use a dirty beaker for another class, then all the chemical residue left inside the beaker from the previous experiment in the previous class would be left inside the bottom of the beaker, potentially causing the next experiment or lab to go completely wrong. And there's nothing worse than a lab going wrong.
Oh, except getting your water shut off.
Yeah, I suppose that's bad too. But see, the main point I'm trying to get at is that if you were to use a contaminated beaker and the last class's chemicals weren't properly washed out, then the next thing you know, for the person or class using the next beaker, their chemicals could violently react, causing anything inside the beaker to just erupt and flow over top of the beaker, making the experiment go wrong.
Okay, I have to go up against that paper. Make sure you clean that out before you use it because there's chemicals in it.
Alright. What did he say to do? No. Oh well, I'll just add the water here, get ready for the lab. Okay, awesome.
Hey,
Yeah?
did you clean that out like I told you to?
Yeah.
Oh, so now I get it. I understand hardcore. Pretty much what you just said is if you don't clean out your glassware, the entire lab will explode.
No, Ben, that's not what I said. What I mean is just
I
that
understand what you said. Pretty much what you're saying is clean out your glassware or something could pretty much go wrong in the lab ahead of you. Because if some careless student were to not clean out the beaker and some other student use it, there could be a violent reaction.
Exactly.
Also, Josh, there is another lesson we should learn here.
What? Don't pick your nose during lab?
I don't pick my nose during the lab. That is gross. But
Well,
no.
What is it?
What I'm saying is you should also clean your entire lab area up. Because if you don't clean your entire lab area up, that's bad.
And also make sure that you dispose of all your chemicals and different materials properly in accordance to what the teacher says.
Yes.
Did you burn a steel wool?
Bag of junk.
Try like the magnet. Get all
2 points.
There are different containers for different things, specifically for chemicals, glass, etc.
So Josh, you're telling me I couldn't spit my gum into the that container that kid just used if I had to?
You're not supposed to be chewing gum in this class!
I'm not. I was speaking hypothetically.
Sure. Anyway, yes, if you had gum in your mouth, you wouldn't be able to spit it into that container because it's for a specific purpose.
Whatever, dude. I suppose you're gonna tell me now that the broken glass goes in the broken glass container.
Yes, my good man. You see, there is a container for broken glass only.
Ka-ching! Ah, no, dude! That is incorrect. That is not the way you heat something with a Bunsen burner.
Oh, golly whiskers! Oh, jeez. You don't put something directly on the top of the Bunsen burner like that. Hurry up, get it off! You see, when using a Bunsen burner and heating any object, the object should not be directly on top of the Bunsen burner or within the blue part of the flame. It should only be heated by the tip of the flame.
Correctamundo, Josh. Correctamundo. But, what exactly makes up a Bunsen burner?
A Bunsen burner machine.
What I was asking, Mr. Smarty Pants, was, what are the components of a Bunsen burner?
Oh, well you see, there are the rubber tubes that connect from the Bunsen burner into the gas valve opening, the stand of which it sits on, the shaft body part of it, and a barrel column that sits at the bottom to adjust your flames for the intensity level.
Wowzers! That's a handful. I bet I could make one of those in the metal shop, though.
Yeah. Moving on.
I mean, everything you said was amazing, but is there anything, special I should,
Yes, actually you mentioned that. There is. Check the rubber hose to make sure it has no cracks in it. If there are cracks, then tell the teacher and get a new hose.
After the hose is checked, make sure the hose fits securely over the gas valve opening.
Then, make sure that the barrel collar valve on the bottom of the Bunsen burner is closed, and then turn on the gas valve to start the flow of the gas through the tube.
Use a striker or a match to light the flame. After the flame is ignited, open up the air adjustment valve on the Bunsen burner to control the flame size and intensity. But make sure to light the striker or match away from your body. That's a lot of information to learn about the Bunsen burner.
Actually, to be honest, Mr. Bunsen was a very, very smart man. But you see, Ben, that's not all there is to learn about Bunsen burners. There is one more thing we have to cover before we move on.
You mean like cover our faces with goggles?
Yes, of course, that too, silly.
Well.
But you see, the other important information is when using glassware upon an open flame.
Such as? Always look over the glassware for cracks or little star-looking cracks before each use. This is done to ensure that the glassware doesn't break during the lab, causing injury to whoever is using them.
Also, if any glassware is cracked, chipped, or has the star marking on it, tell the teacher.
While heating the test tube, either heat the test tube in a water bath or directly in the flame with the test tube pointing at the angle away from yourself and others.
Make sure to use beaker tongs. Set hot glassware on a gauze pad and allow it to cool down. Don't set hot glassware directly on the cold surfaces because this will cause the glass to crack or break.
Wow, there is so much information to know with dealing with the Bunsen burner and any objects with it.
Criminy! I know, there's just so much information.
I would think it's good to know this stuff though,
Ah, stranger, it is. Ben, are you seeing that?
I'm seeing that, Josh. Exactly what we're seeing.
You see, the girl over there is wearing improper clothing in the chem room. During any chemistry lab, there is proper clothing that should be worn. The girl here that is wearing improper clothing could get a chemical burn on her skin if chemicals were to fall over and spill.
We wouldn't want her to get chemical burn all over her skin, would we?
No, my good man, we wouldn't. And that's why you would make sure, obviously, the legs must be fully covered. Any chemical spill would fall off the tables and could burn the legs. Wearing a t-shirt is also good. And you must have socks and shoes and sneakers covering your feet at all times. Open-toed shoe wear and flip-flops or sandals are not permitted in the chem lab for safety reasons. Ah! Oh my gosh! Oh, it hurts so bad!
That's just disgusting, man.
Oh god! I need to wash this off stat! Yeah. Turn the water on. Oh my gosh! Oh, it hurts so bad! Oh god! I need to wash this off stat! Now, when it comes to getting chemicals in your eyes, Ben will tell you, wait, scratch that. He'll show you. Watch this clip from last week.
This was very painful. I advise you not to do this.
So what are we doing?
Well, you're supposed to fill with chemical.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I'm pouring this into the smaller one here. Alright, yeah. Dude, what do we do next?
No, you're supposed to fill the...
Dude, now... Uh-oh.
I can't see. Can't see. Now I took my goggles off in that part, and that was very wrong of me because you're not supposed to take your goggles off during lab. Just thought you should know. Now you're gonna see what to do today in case of a fire.
What fire?
Well, let's just hypothetically say that your arm's on fire.
It's not.
Oh, you're on fire! You're on fire, man! Dude, on fire! Get on fire! What are you doing? You're on fire! Dude, I am not on fire! Your arm's on fire! Get off! Dude, get off of me, man! Get off of me! It could be on fire! Dude, stop! Get off, dude! Dude, what are you doing? You threw the blanket on me. I'm not even on fire! It was a hypothetical situation! I know, I can't just say you're on fire and not cover with your fire blanket.
I wasn't on fire, though.
You could have been.
Whatever. I'm not. Is it okay? Can we pretend I was on fire? Instead of you having to beat me down?
Whatever. Now that we know all the rules to chemistry, I think it's time we ourselves actually get to class before we're late.
I think, actually, yeah, we should. Get the blanket off me. Let's go.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna go see if we need anything more, so I'm gonna go ask the teacher if we need any other.
Alright, that works. I'm pretty sure the teacher won't notice my my drink here. I'll have to let that sit. Alright, I'll put this under the table for now. Okay. I'll leave that there. I'm gonna get my stuff. Okay.
Well, the directions say to add the HCl to the purple chemical. Add it. Josh already poured it. Cool. How much? Sounds good to me, man. Where Josh?
Wow. Those wafers really got me parched. Oh, hey look, my chemical is still here. Well, my chemical is still here. Glad the teacher didn't notice this yet. I'm gonna put my gum back in my mouth.
Dude, what's going on? You did not just drink from that. Dude, that's the HC. Teacher! Josh, we have to go to the chemistry room. It's gonna blow up. You just had to drink that stuff, didn't you?
At least it didn't kill me.
But you did blow up the entire chem room.
Me?
Yeah, and now we're sitting here, standing here, filming this in the basement of my past place.
At least we didn't die.
That is very true.
Hey, let's go get those other chemicals and do another experiment.
Yeah! Yeah!
Couple of guys with no fucking life. Couple of guys with nothing better to do. Red Dragon Productions. Red Dragon